Okay, students. So now we are going to start a mock interview for our student Sibyl Jakir, and this mock interview for CSL, and he is from Triple E branch. So Sibyl, first of all, you introduce yourself.
Okay, sir. My name is Shibil Zakir. I'm coming from Malappuram district of Kerala, the northern part of Kerala. And I completed my graduation in Electrical and Electronics Engineering, B.Tech, from LBS College of Engineering, Kasaragod, under Kannur University, affiliated to Kannur University. Then I did a short diploma course from Calicut itself, nearby my town, in building electrical system design. And then I did my internship there itself. And later I moved to UAE, Dubai, UAE, to work in Al-Andalus Electromechanical Works LLC as initially as a site engineer. Then later projects I got promoted to as a project engineer role. And then I moved to Abu Dhabi in Star Group company, Tawam LLC, and I did a project of like a prestigious project of Ministry of Presidential Affairs UAE. After that, after completing the project, I had to come back to India. I had some family things, health issues in the family and all to sort out. So it took me 6 months break for all those things. And then I joined the family business, father's family business. And along with that, I started studying for PSUs and government PSC jobs, basically around in and around Kerala, basically. PSC. And then here I am, sir, appearing for the CSL second phase interview now.
Okay. So you have started business?
Not started actually, like I joined already running business. It was a tire retreading business.
Okay. So why don't you continue that?
Actually, when I joined the company, what I found is like that the business is running in a very old school format. Like when I was in 10th, studying in 10th, in the vacation time, I used to go to the shop and work there as like a part-time thing. So the same system was being used there still. So what I wanted to do was little modernization of that. Like in the limited budget we had, I had to modernize the business as little like as the budget allows. So it was running a firewood boiler and old book writing in the book kind of accounts and all. So what I did was I helped my father to electrify the business. Like all the machines were electrified. Earlier it was fire boiler steam mechanism, and then like now I helped him electrify that, and I changed the accounting system to a software based cloud based software system. And now the father, he can check the accounts from his control the business accounts from his mobile itself. And I was helping basically in modernizing of that business. Now
we are asking,
actually,
why don't you want to continue that further?
Yeah,
you
like
can
actually, yeah, sir. Sorry, sir, I was interrupting. Yeah.
You can extend that to more bigger market, and
okay.
So why don't you do that thing?
Actually, the turbulence in the current situation, like every year there is some lockdown coming and all. I think it is better for my family, to better stability of my family, to have a job, to be in the safer side. Like I have my father is like in 50s, so he's telling me like he can run the business on his own right now, and he can control the accounts on his fingertips. Means it is easier for him to run, and he is able to do that. So I'm still working there, and I'm trying for the government job along with that. So I think a little more stability to the family is my concern right now. And if I'm getting like, I'm not yet completely ready to take over the whole business on my own, I think.
Okay. Suppose you join CSL, and in future, after 2 or 3 years, the things are very positive in your business.
Okay.
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 And your father need you again there.
Okay.
What will you do?
Actually, for me, CSL would be more stable than joining the business. And I can, like, father, earlier he used to work as a government primary school teacher, as a government employee. And he know how safe a government job is, or a PSU job is. So I can easily convince him that I can stay in the CSL in a better job, like a good job position actually. If I'm joining
How do
CSL
you
as
know
an
that
executive,
job is safe? How you do you
like
know this that job is safe?
it's like comparatively safer when a PSU job is concerned in general.
Okay, so job security is the main reason for you to join CSL.
One of the main reasons, one of the reason actually. But I have a very
But if
like
everyone will look for a stable government job and PSU job,
yeah.
then how our economy will grow? Government is inviting a lot of people to come to start different startups and increase the GDP of our country.
Mhm.
Then how will we be able to do that if everyone is going behind government stable job?
Actually, it is about whether you're ready to go for a startup or whether you have the financial strength to go, like you have a balance to go to a start bring up a business from the bottom up. It's about that basically. I think for me right now and in a medium long term, I think a safe job, like a comparatively safer job, is my priority. Like. When we are not that financially strong, and if you are trying to bring up a company from bottom up, it will be really hard, like in a long term, in a medium long term.
Okay. And if you again get some good offers from uh, Arab countries like UAE or Abu Dhabi,
Okay.
okay, then what will you do in future?
For me, as like in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, it's more like project based jobs. Like if right now the situation in the job market in Abu Dhabi or UAE, basically UAE is basically project based jobs, and like each project they're recruiting, and then after the project, if they have other project, they will go for like other, like for me CSL is giving me an opportunity, like better than the pay. When compare the pay, it's obviously higher in the UAE, but CSL is giving me a job position, like after 1 year I can become an assistant manager in CSL. So that job position is giving me more pride than going to UAE. And the package which CSL offers is also like good
Okay.
in
Tell us
to
about your
live in India.
strengths.
Yeah.
Tell us about your strengths.
I'm hardworking citizen, like an hardworking person, sir, and I am committed to what I'm doing, and I finish what I start. I'm honest. I'm like I like to be honest, like maximum. Like if we don't want to tell a truth, okay, but still I try not to lie maximum. And I like to be simple and as minimal as possible.
What about your weakness?
Weakness would be about the like straightforwardness. I like to speak straightforward to people. Like I'm trying to be like after joining that business, I started to become more diplomatic, but that is a weakness I find in me. And other thing is like if I'm starting to doing
Okay.
something, always
A
my
team
mind
leader,
will be
a team leader should be straightforward.
team
Or
leader.
not?
I think should be diplomatic more.
Okay. So right now you are not a good team leader, it means.
It's not like that. It's like at sometimes straightforwardness is also required. Like all like you have to tell the truth to the guy who is working under you. But at times you have to be diplomatic. Right now, I think I'm enough. I have enough balance between straightforwardness and diplomacy.
Okay. Okay, Rajiv sir, you can continue.
Okay. So, Sahib Jakir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's the name
Shibil Zakir.
Okay, Civil Zakir.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what was your job profile in the UAE?
UAE. Initially, I was like a site engineer,
Hmm.
basically bound to the site. Then later on, I got a promotion as a project engineer.
Okay, okay. So, have you seen the induction motor?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, if I say to compare yourself with the induction motor, how can you say that? Because induction motor
Induction.
is a very balanced one, and it
Yeah.
is used 80% of the load in the industry.
Okay.
So it's good to be induction motor without any armature
It's
reaction.
it's good actually. Like armature reaction is always distracting and distorting. So and at times demagnet like negative too. But yeah, having to do away with the negativity and like distractions, it's really good to being induction motor in real life, and it is rugged. It is like you have to be strong in the life too, and induction motor is strong always.
Okay, that term
Yeah,
induction motor it is singly excited. Okay,
yeah, singly
so
excited.
how can you compare this quality with yours
You mean in a personal way or
in the personal way, no?
like like actually I'm not seeing like if you are talking about my excitements, it's like not just one. I have some exciting like things that excite me some more actually. I'm more like not like synchronous machines. That's doubly excited. I have some 2-3 things like I'm excited with electric vehicles. I'm excited with making burgers and sandwiches. It's really two different
Okay,
areas.
so
And yeah,
being from the project engineer in the
okay,
UAE
okay,
to the assistant manager in India
okay,
in Cochin shipyard.
yeah, okay.
Okay. What are the quality you have to input in yourself so that you become the part of this limit of this Cochin shipyard?
Okay, like in UAE, actually, I had a manager above me. Like he, like I was actually supporting him in most of my jobs. Actually, like from project engineer, the hierarchy was to project manager. There was nobody
Mhm.
like in between that. Instead of a coordinator, like apart from a coordinator who coordinates all the interdepartmental works, the next my reporting point was to project manager. So it was like a kind of an assistant manager kind of job like in my department. I was the one who was managing the jobs in electrical like parts. I had to get all the nursery up, like make sure that all the approvals are obtained like from the consultant and the client. I had to submit all the the documents, the material approvals, inspection request, and shop drawing approvals, and everything I had to get from the consultant. So coming to shipyard, Cochin shipyard, when I searched around in the websites, I found that there is a utilities and maintenance department, and
Mhm.
it mainly like in the documents I found that there is an empanelment of contractors for maintenance and all. So I think under utilities and management I'll have to manage those contractors who maintain all the equipments and all the substation and
So,
all. So I am better off with that already in UAE. I had some subcontractors I had in different
okay, so
like systems.
listen.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's good to be the part of the production than to be part of utility.
it's much better. I have a very interesting project in Cochin shipyard. Like I would really like to be part of. It is the Cochin water metro project of like for now it is 23 ferry project. It is
It
electric
was
boat
or
project.
it was or it is you are currently doing.
So sorry, sir.
It it was the project or the
It
project you are.
about that electric vehicle, electric boat.
Yeah, you are saying
Yeah,
that it is the project. So
it
you
is
have
the
done in the
project like
past.
Cochin shipyard is taking up right now. It's the
Okay.
latest, one of the latest projects of Cochin shipyard. I'm really interested in that project actually. About
Mm-hmm.
the, yeah, it's the first water metro project in India, and
Mm-hmm.
second of, like, in the world. When you see, it's one of the largest fleet of electric boats they are planning. Cochin water metro is planning, so that's a very highly, like, I rate that vertical to be high opportunities I rate, like, in that project. So I'm really
Okay.
interested in that project too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So when I compare with the power electronics,
Mhm.
okay, especially the dike,
Okay.
dike I just switches.
Okay.
Okay. So where this dike is used and what are the
Dia.
area of application?
Sorry, sir.
And
Application.
yeah, first of all, tell me what is a dike?
Sir, I'm not actually remembering much about DIAC right now. I'm sorry.
Okay. About the pulse width modulation, PWM inverter.
Yeah, actually, PWM inverter, it is used to control both the frequency, and we can control RMS voltage and frequency of the signal actually. With like, it is like
What is the use?
making it use. Pulse width modulation is actually employed in the voltage source converters right now in the
Yeah,
HVDC substations,
For what? What is the purpose?
for smoothening, like smoothening of the waves, like, that after conversion, the voltage, output voltage wave has to be smooth sine wave. So PWM allows us to get
Okay, so
closer to
suppose if I have the
be,
sine wave.
yeah.
Okay. So you have the sine of, if suppose I want to the harmonic DSD to be the one. Okay.
Sorry, sir.
Total harmonic disturbance, it is I assume it is a one. Okay. Purely
Okay.
as
Okay.
imaginary,
Okay.
purely sine wave. Okay.
Okay.
If suppose at the time delta t there has been disturbance.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and the induction motor that is connected
Mhm.
for the supply.
Okay.
So the disturbance that is being done in the sine wave, does it
Mhm.
introduce the transient stability or a steady state stability?
You are asking
In,
about disturbances, right?
if suppose there is sine wave, okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I assume that the THD or total harmonic disturbance or sine wave is totally pure,
Smooth.
it is
Oh, yeah.
one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And if there is a disturbance,
Okay.
okay, and if I use this sine wave for the, suppose take the synchronous motor, okay,
Okay. Okay.
okay, for the running. If there
Okay.
is a disturbance from, if there is a disturbance after time delta t,
Mhm.
so does it affect the what type of stability in the synchronous motor? It is transient or the steady state, or it is a
Uh,
dynamic?
I think it will be dynamic. The harmonics will introduce some, like, what we say, that torque will become little. There will be vibrations and heating in the motor. It will be more of a transient, I suppose, sir. I'm not sure about that.
Okay. Okay. When I talk about the Paltronics equipment,
Okay.
the first comes in our mind is the harmonic.
Okay.
Okay. So which order harmonic is more dangerous? It is lower order harmonic or higher order harmonic?
Lower order harmonics, or higher order harmonics have negligible effects, I think, about above 11th or 13th, like
Okay.
that.
So okay. So for the cancellation of higher order harmonic,
Mhm.
what are the things we have to implement, and what are the things we have to implement for the removal of the or the cancellation of lower order harmonic? What type of
Uh,
filter?
yeah, actually, we have to use capacitor and capacitor filter, LC filters, to remove harmonics.
Okay. So if I use RLC filter,
Okay.
so does it different with the LC, or the implementation of the resistance would affect on somewhat, or it is the same?
RLC will impact actually, like, the frequency the Q factor is different, I think, if we use RLC. So it will have an impact also.
Okay.
But I'm
And for
not
the cancellation,
sure what
okay.
kind of impact would it make. I'm not really sure about that.
Okay, so for the cancellation of a higher or a harmonic, what we generally do?
I'm not aware, sir. Sorry.
Okay, this is your final question.
Okay.
Okay. If suppose there is a DC generator, right?
Okay. Okay.
And the load connected to it is induction motor.
Okay.
And if we have to implement the auto transformer starter,
Okay.
so does this work or is there any difficulty in this?
DC generator and auto transformer. I think we'll have to employ a converter in between DC starter, DC generator, and auto transformer.
Why? Because DC generator is generating diesel generator.
We are
is
if we are
generating,
yeah.
DC means diesel generator.
You are talking about diesel generator.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to ask me, no, which type of DC it is, diesel generator or DC generator?
Oh, actually, I heard DC generator. That's why.
Okay. So
Okay.
now it is possible.
Diesel generator. If it is like AC, it is possible.
DC generator always give the AC, na, or it is giving the DC also.
No, I'm telling like if AC auto transformer starting is possible, but if we are using auto transformer starter, there will be a reduction in torque of the induction motor.
Okay, by what factor? If
By the like square of transformation ratio of that auto transformer starter.
and the current is increased by what ratio?
Current will also reduce. Like we are reducing the voltage using auto transformer in the starting of the motor. So the current across that phase will also be like in the phase will also be reduced in the motor.
Okay, so in the induction motor,
Okay.
which type of starter is best? Auto transformer starter or star delta starter?
Auto transformer starter will be costlier than star delta starter. Like in commercial applications, it will be star delta starter basically.
Okay, the cost factor is there. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sahibil Jakir, right?
Shibil.
Sibil, okay.
Yeah.
I got problem with your pronunciation of your name.
Actually, very easy name for South.
It's my problem. Actually, I forgot the names of the. Okay. So listen, your interview is over.
You can call me Zakir, sir. It's okay.
Okay, Jakir. Okay, Jakir. Now, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Jakir. Your interview is over, and
Yeah.
see, you are ready. Okay, you are ready for the interview. Okay, when is your interview?
22nd, Tuesday.
Okay, okay. See, the question they will ask mostly about the presence of mind that I asked about the compare yourself with the induction motor. When these type of questions would ask, count your what are the quality you have,
Okay.
and count the quality of the induction motor.
Okay.
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 So they want to check your imagination that how far you can imagine and how far it is your thinking.
Okay.
Okay. And please go through the switches of the power electronics.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Sure. I had actually read that, but
they have told you earlier.
Yeah, I remember. I actually studied about the IGBT, SCR, MOSFET, like BJT. Those four actually really concentrated because the
family of the thyristor. Okay, they are the 10 switches.
Okay.
Okay, please go through this.
Okay.
And the rest of part is very good.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, best of luck.
Sir, about that harmonics question you asked.
Okay, see, when there is a implementation of harmonic,
okay,
then if suppose I have introduced the harmonic after the delta time t.
Okay.
So the disturbance, it is first of all, it is transient.
Okay.
Okay. Then if we have to mold that harmonic, then there is a term called dynamic stability.
Okay.
Okay. Molding the thing, it is termed as dynamic, for which the state is changing as per the time and as per the requirement.
Okay.
So it will be the dynamic stability.
Okay. Okay.
State stability after the time. After,
So
okay,
it's initially transient and then
transient.
dynamic. Yeah.
Yeah. Dynamic is the thing that you can do. Okay, you can mold according to your requirement.
Okay.
There are main type of in the load scheduling we use the dynamic stability. So because the different location have the different load requirement for the emergency purpose also.
Okay. And sir, about the higher order and lower order harmonics.
Okay, Rajiv sir, you can discuss with civil on different session, right?
Okay.
So
Okay,
civil,
sir.
your performance is okay.
Okay, sir.
And one suggestion that don't focus on only stability mainly. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Job security is okay. That is main requirement, but also include some other points.
Okay, sir.